Hey guys, so today is the test. So just a couple quick reminders. Test is at 12 p.m. noon, so that's like lunchtime. So I would recommend you eat before, so you don't get partway through and go, oh, I'm hungry. Log into the test at least 30 minutes before. You can log in sooner and just get things going. I mean, obviously you can't start the exam, but from my understanding, there's a few things you're going to want to click through and you're going to need to take care of. So please give yourself that time so you're not stressed. You can get logged in and then just wait for it to start. Review the checklist. Just make sure everything's ready. Your technology, your workspace, your notes, anything that you wanted to use on the exam. Just make sure you've done that. So that's just getting set up. Once you're in that test, read the prompt. Take a couple minutes reading the prompt and make sure you know what you're kind of being asked to look for. It often provides your subject for you. So just kind of pinpoint that in that first couple minutes. And then once you're reading, look for the big ideas. Look for things that stand out to you in terms of character and setting and those kinds of things. And then make note of them. If you want to use the annotation chart, I did make a version of that you can use. If you want to just write on a scratch piece of paper, that's great. I wish you could annotate, but that's not an option. But just make notes so you know what things to draw from later on. Then once you've read through it and you have some ideas, write a claim. If you don't have a claim, you automatically miss that first point. And then you can only get a 1 or a 2 in evidence and commentary. Write a claim and make sure you word it in a way that it's very evident that you have a claim. You're proving something. Your claim should have a subject that was given by the prompt, an assertion, and a theme. So remember, we're leaving tag off because they're not giving us the title, the author, and that information. But make sure you've got the SAT part of your claim. And then as you're writing your body paragraphs, don't forget ALEC. Have an assertion, have that main point that ties back to your claim. Lead into the evidence and then provide the evidence, of course, and then commentary so that you are kind of a check for yourself, but also a reminder to your reader that you are proving your claim. So those are just a couple reminders on reading. Watch for the big ideas, write a claim, use ALEC. So those are my main reminders. And then, of course, manage your time. I emailed this on Monday. Take a couple minutes reading the prompt. Take 10 or so to read the passage and make notes. Give yourself 30 to write, and then you have 5 minutes to upload. So just kind of keep an eye on the clock. I think there's there'll be a timer in the test. So just kind of do that. If it helps you, map out that time now. You know it starts at noon. By 12:05, you should be reading the passage. By 12:15, you should start writing, and then you have till 12:45 to write, and then you should be starting to upload. If it helps you to write that down on a sticky note, do it. And then you don't have to do the math in the moment and worry about how much time you have left. You can just kind of pace yourself. So those are just reminders. Kind of boring, but those are things that hopefully will help you tomorrow. Now here's for the encouraging part of my thing. So first of all, you have worked hard. You have done this stuff. The stuff that's being tested on this was our first unit. And we've reviewed, you've done lots of test prep. You're ready. If you've taken things seriously, you're ready. You've got this. You know what you're doing. You just need to remember that you know what you're doing when you're taking the test. Second, this is just a test. So, there's some anxiety there and you definitely want the college credit, but it's just a test. Tests do not define who you are, and they don't accurately predict your future necessarily. So just do your best, and yeah, if you get college credit, great, that's awesome. But it doesn't, and that's worth something, but it doesn't actually define your self-worth. So just remember that. It's a test. And then third, you guys are bright. You are one of the most insightful groups of students I've ever taught. I have enjoyed listening to your conversations and your discussions, which is one of the things I miss the most, is actually talking to you guys about the stuff we're reading and the things we're analyzing. That makes me really sad. I miss that a lot. But part of it's because you guys were so insightful. You really are one of the most insightful groups I've ever had the chance to teach. And so give yourself credit for that. You can observe, you can think, and then you can articulate what you think. You just need to remember that you do know how to do those things. You are capable, you are insightful, and I am proud of you. I am proud of how hard you've worked despite the challenging situation we're in. And you can do well tomorrow. Sorry, I keep saying tomorrow because I'm filming this the night before. You can do well today because this is when you're going to watch it. You will do well at noon when you take this test. So in the past, I always give a pep talk to my AP students, and I usually do it in the commons area because you guys usually test in the presentation room, and I usually stand up on the bench and everyone gathers around, and obviously it's different this year. But either way, I always do something slightly different for each group. In the past, I have told jokes. Last year, I wrote and sang a parody. Sorry if you're jealous on that point. And so this year, you guys get something that I've never done either. And hopefully you will find just light, entertaining, because that's the point of this part of my pep talk, is just to leave you with something to laugh about, to smile about, that'll make you go into that test feeling good. And so this year, I'm going to read you a children's story. It is one of my favorite children's stories. I came across it a couple years ago, and I love reading it to Nora and Jack. So, you get to hear it, and maybe you've read it before, but it is called The Wonky Donkey. So we'll see how good I am at making this work. So here we go, Wonky Donkey. Wonky Donkey. As you can see, this book is well used. We read it a lot at my house. So here we go. See if I can make this work. I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey. Hee-haw! And he only had 3 legs. There you go. There's his 3 legs. He was a wonky. I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey. Hee-haw! That's Jack's part. That's what he says when we read it. He only had 3 legs and 1 eye. He was a winky wonky donkey. I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey. Hee-haw! He only had 3 legs and 1 eye, and he liked to listen to country music. He was a honky-tonky winky wonky donkey. I was walking down the road, and I saw a donkey. Hee-haw! He only had 3 legs, 1 eye, he liked to listen to country music, and he was quite tall and slim. He was a lanky honky-tonky winky wonky donkey. I was walking down the road, and I saw a donkey. Hee-haw! He only had 3 legs, 1 eye, he liked to listen to country music, he was quite tall and slim, and he smelled really, really bad. He was a stinky dinky, lanky honky tonky winky wonky donkey. I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey. Hee-haw! He only had 3 legs, 1 eye, he liked to listen to country music, he was quite tall and slim, he smelled really, really bad, and that morning he'd gotten up early and hadn't had any coffee. He was a cranky, stinky, dinky, lanky, honky tonky winky wonky donkey. I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey. Hee-haw! He only had 3 legs, 1 eye, he liked to listen to country music, he was quite tall and slim, he smelled really, really bad, that morning he'd gotten up early and hadn't had any coffee, and he was always getting into mischief. He was a hanky-panky, cranky, stinky, dinky, lanky, honky-tonky, winky, wonky donkey. I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey. Hee-haw! He only had 3 legs, 1 eye, he liked to listen to country music, he was quite tall and slim, he smelled really, really bad, that morning he'd gotten up early and hadn't had any coffee, he was always getting into mischief, but he was quite good looking. He was a spunky, hanky-panky, cranky, stinky, dinky, lanky, honky-tonky, winky, wonky donkey. I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey. Hee-haw! that was just for fun. I hope you enjoyed it, and that it will maybe make you smile a little bit as you go into this otherwise maybe stressful thing. Hopefully it's not distracting. Last year I sang a song and apparently the lyrics got stuck in their head, so I hope in the middle of your analysis you don't think, hee-haw, but maybe you will. So anyway, you guys are awesome. You've got this. I love you. I'm proud of you, and it's just a test. You can do it. You're awesome. Thanks, guys, and good luck.